What is going on, guys? Kimchi Cowboy, kind of doing an after action report of my first match here in Austin, Texas. This was at Hog Heaven out in Dripping Springs. It's a mix of steel and paper. So I'm going to run you real quick of what I brought to the range as far as gear. Starting off with the handgun, it is a Staccato P 2011 Surefire X300. You don't really need a light for this comp, but that's what fits in the holster. Acro P2 3.5 MOA dot. I was using standard Staccato magazines, the aluminum ones as well as painted, and then running ammo 115 Monarch steel cased ammo. And then for a backup in case anything went wrong, which I guess we'll find out if anything did go wrong or not, I'm bringing the Glock 17. Now, how I filmed all this was either with an iPhone through a buddy. I'll be using my Team Wendy bump helmet with a GoPro mount on the front. I didn't want to buy a whole new Insta360 or whatever those tiny micro cameras are, because I already have a GoPro and I have this camera. I don't need a third camera, and those cameras aren't cheap. So I was that guy who showed up in a bump helmet. Yeah, oh well. Besides that, as far as belt, I'm using the Ronin belt with some Kiwi mags, a 45-degree angle, pistol, rifle, dump pouch, tourniquet, and then a Safari Land holster that we have a nub mod as well. I guess I should also mention that I am running intermediate class, dot life, and then if you win a match, you're automatically bumped up to advanced, but I am also running in group Delta. There's 5 groups total: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Yeah. Shooter, make ready. Shooter, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Unload. There we go, and holster. Thank you. All right.
Alpha, Charlie, Charlie. Alpha,
Appreciate it.
Those are light breaks.
Come on, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right, you know what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shooter, make ready. Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
There we go. Unload, show clear. There we go, hammer down and holster. Time is 3330.
Yikes. Yikes.
A little bit on the steel. Why is my main one I'm concerned about is that one?
I don't know if he needs this one, but it's 3 Charlie.
Nice shooting, Flint.
Thank you.
Ryan, you're on deck.
Didn't feel like it. Felt worse.
Ryan, you're up.
See your lovely face.
Yeah.
Shooter, make ready.
Drop for mud. Huh?
Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
1765. And there we go.
Oh, you don't know though. A little rough, a little fast.
Yeah, that's fast. We're just going for style points, dude.
Style points?
3 alpha. 3 alpha.
Mike.
Charlie Delta Mike. Alpha Charlie, what do we got? Alpha Charlie Charlie. Awesome. Alpha Charlie Charlie.
Alpha Charlie Mike.
Alpha Charlie Mike?
Yep. Alpha Charlie Charlie.
Go.
I don't have any tape.
All scored! Ready to rock?
Best I can.
There we go. Shooter, make ready. Shooter, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Hell yeah, 1944. Show clear. There we go, and holster. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. 3 Charlie.
No.
3 Alpha.
Dang, threw a mic again.
2 Charlie Mike.
Look at the steel in the shots.
Alpha 2 Charlie. What do we got?
Alpha Charlie Delta.
Alpha Charlie Delta, and then Alpha Charlie. Alpha Charlie. Thank you, boys. Safe them up.
Threw another mic, man.
Another mic?
Yeah.
On what?
We got Ryan's up shooter. Isaac's in the hole. John, shooter, make ready. Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Hey, clear. Hammer down and holster. There we go. Nice run.
I think I threw again.
What do we got over there?
3 alphas? No, 2 alpha, 1 or 2 alpha, 1 Charlie, sorry.
2 Alpha, 1 Charlie.
3 Alpha.
2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. 3 Alpha. Last one down there.
Delta Charlie Alpha.
Delta, Charlie, Alpha. All scored. That's a great hit factor. Is that 5.4?
Okay.
You're moving well.
Feel good?
What?
Feel good?
Yeah.
I was watching the camera most of the time, so I didn't.
Pleased to announce that my first pistol match, even though it's unranked, went extremely successful. I did, however, forget my inner belt, so I just had to toss the belt over my pants, but cinch that down super tight. Not that big of a deal. But anyways, we're going to run through each stage. You just saw each stage unedited, no talking. I'd like to also let you know that Isaac finished 3rd overall in pistol, and I finished 7th overall in pistol out of a total of 53 competitors. So that was our first time ever shooting a match. Isaac did incredibly well. He had like 109 alphas. I had 89 something alphas. I had 3 mics. He had 1 mic. His total time was like a minute 18 or something, and my time was a minute and 8. So even though I was 10 seconds faster because I threw those mics and had a little bit more Charlies than him, he completed and did better than me. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop in to the first stage. This was stage 4, and actually it was the best stage overall that I did. You notice there's a red, blue, and a green box. You're color coordinated, so on the beep we're gonna get going, and this is the first stage, so nerves are pretty high, and paper did really well. Moving here, there is 1 mandatory reload. I kind of fumbled in the red thinking there's 1 more target, and I wanted to make sure I completed the course. Mandatory reload right there, and then we're going for the blues, and I felt pretty close distance. Isaac and I shoot this distance a lot, and I completely cleaned it. No misses on the steel. As you guys can see, hit factors and scores all down below. But that was stage 4. And then we went ahead and moved on to the biggest course of the day, which is stage 5. This had the most targets as well as the most movement. There were 5 blue targets in total, and some of them were hidden behind the barrel, so you really had to pay attention. So here's the green. I was focusing on trying to move, and then stationary right there, I was fishing for a target. I kind of lost visual and figuring out where it was. Missed the steel, had to remake up a shot. Moving over to the blue targets, and red targets. And as you guys can see, I'm just actually not turning my feet at all, I'm moving my entire body. Didn't realize I had to do a reload there, slide lock reload. That killed some time. My idea here was to aim for the 4 blue targets that were in my line of vision, and then I would move where I could see the blue target behind the barrel, and then move to the white. And that there is stage 5. Moving on now, we wrap around on the other side of the wall to the first stage, stage 1. Stage 5 I did pretty bad in. Stage 1, very narrow course, targets pretty close together paper wise, so you run down the hill, definitely don't want to roll an ankle. Run down, and I think I actually threw a mic on that second red one. I was just firing way too fast. The green one you just full send. And I mean, this stage overall I felt pretty confident, pretty good on, and had a nice flow to it. And overall I don't think I did too bad, but that's stage 1, and I think overall that was a pretty fun stage. And then moving on to stage 2. This one, I don't really recall too much about the stage. The targets were kind of farther spaced apart, but definitely the green targets were the harder targets. They were small and definitely pushing distance a little more. As you can see right here, we're moving on to green. You're in a little square, and all 3 targets are on the other side. Send in the blue right here, pretty close. Missed that blue, had to go back and then clean the course. But that is stage 2, and then the last stage, stage 3. Okay, moving on to the final stage of the day, stage 3. This was overall probably my favorite stage. The green steel targets were super close together, so you kind of got those fast succession rapid transitions. But this one you also had to make sure of not breaking the 180 rule for that green target here on your left. The red ones I tried to do while on the move for the paper up close. Green paper, green steel, here we go. I was working left to right, and then when I moved to blue I went right to left. And yeah, I mean, that was a fun stage overall. Super happy with how I did performance wise, and I think this will definitely not be the end of my match career. Now I'm not doing like USPSA, anything like that where it's actually fully ranked. This is just riddle steel. It's all for bragging rights with your buddies, and definitely think it might become a monthly thing. So overall, super happy with how I did. 7th place overall out of 53 competitors for the first time ever. I think is a lot better than Isaac or I thought. We definitely thought if we can get in like the top half, that'd be really good. But to finish in the top 10 our first time out, I think is setting the bar pretty high, and it just shows even if you're not competing possibly and you're just a good shooter, I think overall you can shoot well, you'll probably do well at a match. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate everything, all the support that you guys had, especially all of y'all reaching out on Instagram, letting me know, like, excited to see you competing in your first match. Good luck. Here's some tips and tricks. Everyone who reached out, really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.